Mm.
You tell me when.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a bunch of things that I do that look like they're imbalanced to people, and to me they're in balance because they remind me that balance is not necessarily a static state. It's also a dynamic state, and sometimes it's balancing between two things that are really close to being equal or that are equal, and sometimes it's things that are radically different, and we have to supply the dynamic balance and the dynamism in the middle in order for them to balance. So I'm not the sharpest sword in the rack, and so I need really major cues, and I put them all over my body and my life so I don't miss stuff. So, for example, I wear a purple sock on my left foot because purple is the color of royalty, and left is the color of, left is the side of receptivity and service that's receiving and care oriented. And so for me, this purple sock on the left foot is always a reminder that my royalty, any privilege that I ever get, means that it is incumbent upon me to use that in service to everyone around me and to my tribe. So I wear a purple sock on my left foot every day, and then I let Spirit pick whatever color it wants on my right side, because that's the side of future and reach and penetration, and I want Spirit in the contact improv dance that I'm in between my free will and Spirit's sense of destiny for me. I want it to have the opportunity to inject its thoughts and its feelings into that today. Now, aqua happens to be Penny's color, and Penny just did her commercial for her show, and so so this is just Penny being with me today. That's what I'm saying it is, because I make stuff up and then I say that it's real and then it's real. And then I have my little Zen shoes, so that whenever I look down at my feet, I'm reminded that balance is everything for me, because I'm an extremist. So, and it's not always a black shoe, and it's not always black and white shoes. They're just different. So yeah, different earrings, same thing. You know, I've got the different earrings because I want to be the dynamic event, the dynamism in the middle between these earrings that actually brings them together to be some new sort of medicine in the limnoscape that they each represent. People who love this particular kind of earring may not love this kind of earring, and yet it's on me and they're really digging it. So I'm hoping that they will go ahead and make a move and see what they might love in the other earring. Just like as I put things up, I want people to take a look at what makes this work. It's easy enough to say, well, that doesn't work and it doesn't fit this and it doesn't fit that. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for people to look at something and go, I resonate to it and I want it to be true. So I'm going to declare enough realities so that it is true. And I want them to look at that way. And that's a way of creating bridging balance instead of divisive balance. And I am a living, walking reminder of that to myself so I can be that to everybody else. Did that answer?
And your pants?
Oh, my pants. Okay, so thank you, Tamara. I had a client who knew that I love rainbows and darkness. Well, dark side of the moon, right? I opened up my present at Christmas and lost my mind so much that she went out and got me at the Gap. She got me 3 more pairs of this, and I have matching t-shirts. So I have 4 sets, and I have worn them so much that I have just about worn them out. So I love rainbows, and ultimately I want somebody to just make me comfy rainbow pants. You know, I want to be comfortable in my clothes. That's the thing. I want to be comfortable in my clothes. I'm not going to do the clothing thing that is typical corporate, even when I do corporate. And I'm going to use the fact that my ethnicity lets me get away with all kinds of things to wear. I'm going to use that to the hilt because I want to discover something that's there for me. I want someone or some group of someone's. I would love for there to be a group of designers who are like, ooh, I'm a clothing engineer and she moves this way and that way, and we want to make clothes that are like dynamic and flow with her, and I'll work on the flow thing. And someone else is like, I'm a color freak and I want to work with all of these colors, and she wants to work with all these colors, and we're just going to come up with this incredible palette for her that's all this stuff. And it's a palette of gradients. And someone else is like, oh, and I'm a texture freak, and we're just going to get like all of these fabrics. Like if we had to have fabrics made for her that are like, you know, all of these sensual things that work with her body and the way that she moves. I had a seamstress, tailor person do that. When I was Jesus and Jesus Christ Superstar, I was going to have to be on the ground and still have my clothing fall a certain way. And I picked the fabric because I am a color nut, and I am a engineering nut, and I am, particularly in terms of tensions, and I am a fabric nut. So I picked all my own stuff. I just want somebody else to do it with me. And so I picked the fabric that would do the things that I wanted, and then she made the thing and then spent like 3 hours with me going through what I was doing on stage and nipping and tucking and letting out all these little seams. So it looked like the original shirt, except it had all like dozens of little minute changes. So no matter where I landed, it always looked gorgeous. If I was in some weird position like this, the outfit looked great. When I was on my knees with the LAPD, you know, bashing me, which was, you know, happening in that scene, the shirt looked great. I want that kind of detail. You know, I want that kind of love for the moment. I want, you know, someone to look at me wearing something, using something that they've made, knowing the time that we put in together to have it be just so, and have it be one of the most, the things that they have the most pride about. You know what I've said about, you know, videos. I want the folks who videotape me like you to look at videos and go, that was some great stuff. Like, I want you to feel that way. I've got to be a certain kind of being in order for that to be true for you. So I'm going to do that. And so this is all part of that. This is my level of detail, and I'm calling forward people who have that kind of detail, that kind of love for detail. Because that's what's going to make all the difference in the world. That's what lets things be accurate. Right?